Good morning, Get Wrecked for Recovery crew. So it's day 50. At the end of the day, we will be 1/3 of the way through with the trip from Seattle to the farthest northwest point, Cape Flattery, which was closed because it's on an Indian reservation and COVID had it shut down. But I got as close as I could to it, to Key West, the farthest southeast point in the United States. 1/3 of the way through. I think I'm 200 miles behind, so over 100 days. That's 2 miles a day. So 42 miles is my average now to be able to get it all done. 6,000 miles total. So yeah, the bicycle ride for addiction recovery awareness is still going. And I'm thankful for you, your support, and your subscribing to this channel to help keep it going. So I'm here at Madison Campground in Yellowstone National Park in Wyoming, and I've got 45 miles to go today, but I'm passing like a lot of geological features, geysers, all kinds of cool stuff to show you. And so yeah, I don't know how far I'm actually going to make it. I crossed the Continental Divide 3 times today. The highest at over 8,000 feet, 8,300 feet. So a little trepidatious there, but I know I can do it. I'm already at 7,500, so I mean, it's not that much of a climb, 1,000 feet or something like that. But yeah, I've got to get on the road. It's 10:40. It was super cold last night. Imagine like a burrito, right? And the meat on the inside is me, and the tortilla wrapper is my sleeping bag. That's what it felt like. Like I even tucked the ends over and in because it got so cold. It was below freezing for sure. But now it feels great. I think it's supposed to be like a high of 80 today, and so that would be wonderful. So yeah, looking forward to today. I'm gonna get on the road. I love you guys. I'll see you later. Alright, so that was the lower geyser basin. I'm at Midway Geyser Basin now, which is the home of Grand Prismatic Springs. It's so super busy out here. It kind of takes away from the awesomeness of the surroundings when you're waiting in theme park lines to see nature. But it is what it is. It's the middle of August in Yellowstone. This is what you expect, so. Alright, I'm going to take you guys up here and show you what the Grand Prismatic Springs look like. Alright, so that was Grand Prismatic Springs, and before that it was Excelsior Geyser. Grand Prismatic Springs is the largest hot spring in the world. So now I'm headed up toward the upper geyser area and Old Faithful. Alright, so I stopped in here at Old Faithful and I ran into these guys. I saw on the back of their jackets that they have Messengers of Recovery.
Here we go.
Yeah, there we go.
Messengers of Recovery.
So I stopped and had a conversation with them.
We're Messengers of Recovery. We're here to represent staying clean and sober.
Amen. That's good. Good stuff.
We do. And help others to achieve sobriety and clean time, regardless of where you come from. We represent both Alcoholics Anonymous and Narcotics Anonymous.
I love it. I love it.
And it's nice to meet a guy like this that's going out into the real world and spreading recovery also.
Yeah.
With Jesus, because that's how we do it.
That's right.
Through a higher power of our understanding. How cool is that?
It is cool. Cool. Well, thanks, guys. God bless. It was nice meeting you.
Yeah.
All right.
Bueno, 1 hora y media esperando, así que disfrútenlo. 1 hora y media, increíble. Ya, aquí vamos, estamos todos reunidos, aquí está toda la persona esperando. Y aquí aparecen Vinita y la bebé. Cuando llegamos aquí estaba así. O sea, no duró ni 2 minutos.
Okay.
It landed. Yay. Mira, también empezó los otros. Mira, te tomo una foto a él. El otro ha pasado twice en la 1 hora y media. Y mira que la allá. Aquí se estuvo bueno. Este porque es muy alto. Ahí. Tómese una foto cada uno rapidísimo. Anda, tómate. No pases el frente del señor que está grabando, mi amor. Rápido, papi. Voy a tomar ese película. ¿Cuánto tiempo nos ven? Yes, and the smile. Voy. Ven.
That was absolutely awesome. So much bigger in person than on pictures or videos. So when I was leaving the Old Faithful area, I was about to come over here and get some food and realized that one of the screws that holds my clipless pedals in the actual clip-in part to the pedal itself, not the part on my shoes, had come out and it was gone. Like my foot was just kind of flopping around. And so I went over to the bike shop here and Chris helped me out. They didn't have the right screw, but we were able to file a screw down and make it work until I can get somewhere that can help. So now I'm here getting dinner. Got a hamburger and some fries, and it's 4:35, and I am not gonna make it all the way to Lewis Lake where I wanted to make it, but luckily there is another campground, I can't remember the name of it, that's about 22 more miles away, so I know I can make it to that one. Got a couple hills to climb to get there, but I'm gonna have to do it. You're not allowed to camp anywhere else, so yeah, let me pick up my lid and straw to my Coca-Cola and get to eating. I got a lot of work left to do today. All right, so I just climbed up the hill from Kepler Cascades, and it's a rough one from Old Faithful up to the top of the hill. It's a bit of a push, probably, I don't know, 3.5 miles. Then it looks like I'll go downhill for a mile and then back uphill for another 6 or 7. The traffic is relentless. There were so many people at Old Faithful. When I came up out of the hill out of Old Faithful, there were some cars and an ambulance, and I heard them talking as I went by, and the woman was saying that her husband still remembered her name, so she was, happy about that. And so I don't know if it was an aneurysm or a stroke. The man didn't look over 40. Maybe even hypoxia. I don't know. Can you get hypoxia at 8,000 feet? Drop a comment if you can. I have no service out here. But yeah, so the only thing I forgot to do in my rush was fill up my water bottles back there at the Old Faithful restaurant. And so when I got to Kepler Cascades, this young man named Mark asked me about my bike, and he said that their intentions are to hike from Seattle to Key West at some point. They hiked from New York to the Kansas border and then had to go back home. But so he refilled my water bottle, and while he was standing there, another guy said, "Hey, do you need some bottles of water?" His name was Ben. And so he gave me a couple bottles of water. So thank you, Mark, and thank you, Ben, so much. That helps out tremendously, especially with these hills that I have ahead of me. So anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and make it down this one and then get up to the Continental Divide. The main one that I'll cross, I think the first one's a little shorter and then the next one's higher. So I don't know if they're named or not, but I'll be way over 8,000 feet. So I look forward to a sign, and hopefully you'll be able to see one too. Yeah, I love you guys. I'll see you later. I think this is one of 3 times that I'll cross the Continental Divide in the park here. So I'm going to push on for number 2. They're beautiful. That's the Tetons. Oh my gosh, they're gorgeous. I mean, I stopped here to see this Shoshone Lake. And I looked out and I was like, where's the lake? And I looked farther and farther, and then I saw the lake. And then I saw the Tetons, and I just broke down. It's so beautiful. God, your love is lifting me higher than I've ever been lifted before. Yeah, your love is lifting me higher than I've ever been lifted before. 'Cause God, your love, it's lifting me higher than I've ever been lifted before. God, your love is lifting me higher than I've ever been lifted before. That makes 2 times. So I actually checked the Garmin. I was way higher than this at 8,647 feet. Kind of in the middle of these 2 parts of the divide. So that's the highest point I've been yet, but it's still nice to see these signs. Wow, what a day. So I didn't make it to Lewis Lake Campground with all the different stuff to see and people to meet. And so yeah, I pulled in here into Grant Village. I looked at the hill right before, like right afterward. First thing I'm going to do in the morning. And I was like, nope. Checking out on that one. So yeah, it's almost dark. I'm going to go ahead and get everything set up. That is the end of the day today. So if you know anyone who has passed away from addiction in any way, please drop their name in the comments or find me on Facebook, Adam Lineberry, Mobile, Alabama, and I would love to ride for your person for a day. If you know anyone who is actively addicted, share this with them. I don't want to see anybody else die from addiction, and yeah, there's just so many places, free places that can help and want to talk to you. If you know anybody who's in recovery, share this with them. We're all in it together. I definitely appreciate your prayers. And don't forget that Redeeming Eden is a nonprofit ministry through international gospel outreach. I'll leave a donation link in the description. Just click the down arrow and you can find it. And you can donate one time, you can donate monthly. It's whatever the Lord puts on your heart. So from here at Grant Village in the middle of Yellowstone National Park, I love you guys. Jesus loves you. I'll see you later. Have a good night.